All right. Welcome back to Duskwood, episode 6, part 9. I first want to start off by saying thank you to every single one of you that joined my live stream for part 8. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that little treat of my little impersonation of the man without a face, my representation of his mask. It wasn't exactly the same mask, which is fine. I didn't want it to be the exact same mask anyways. I wanted it to be mine. I also want to quickly thank each and every one of you that have been supporting me throughout this entire Duskwood series, as well as my entire YouTube career. I wouldn't be here continuing to do this if it wasn't for each and every one of you. Each and one of you subscribers, commenters, whether you liked my video, whether you've joined a live stream, you are the reason why I continue to make these videos and post them. Now, with that being said, if you are enjoying this series, if you're enjoying what I put out there, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. Comment down below what your theories are. I mean, we're getting close to the end of the episode. We learned a lot about Jake. Let me know what your guys' new theories are, because my theories have completely changed. From episode 1 up until now, completely changed. I thought I knew everything. I had no clue. Also, before we start off this part, I just wanted to let you guys know, if you haven't already, find me on Instagram at Tongue-Tied Games. Follow me on Instagram, that way you can get updated on any new episodes of Duskwood, new parts, or even just new games in general, because I'm going to need something to do after episode 6. So I'd love to hear your guys' suggestions. I want to play what you guys want to see. Let me know. You can find me on Instagram. You can comment down in any one of my videos on YouTube. Let me know what you guys want to see. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to be talking in the Legends of Duskwood group with Richy and Jessy. Also, I want to point out, I got a comment that suggested cats as the background, which, hey, I'm all for it. It actually is a great color scheme for the month of October, as most everybody knows that the month of October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we got this beautiful pink background full of cats. So if there is a background that you guys want to see that I haven't used yet, let me know in the comments. So we got Richy here. It says, "Hey there, everyone read the story?" Of course we did. Yes, I have. How terribly sad it was. It was very sad. Jimmy Hopkins. Another JH initials, right? Dark legends often have sad origin. It's very true. You shouldn't have read it. Dark legends often have sad origins. That's very true. And what do you think about it? William was taken by the man without a face. The boy's father was the man without a face. The boy took revenge on his tormentors. So William Green was the boy that was tormented. John Hopkins, or no, not John Hopkins. Jimmy Hopkins was the one that kind of confessed and felt bad about what he was doing and told some of the parents, some of the grown-ups, and then they went out searching for William Green, and that's when they found the hood soaked in blood and raven feathers all over the place. I don't think William was taken by the man without a face. The boy's father was the man without a face. The boy took revenge on his tormentors. So those are two plausible options there. The boy's father, stricken with grief and anger, takes that burlap mask soaked in his son's blood and wears it, paints the raven, and torments the families of the sinners, right? However, the legend would make it much more of a legend if it was the boy that took revenge on the tormentors. But it's more realistic that the father ended up doing it. But you would think they would have maybe caught on to that. I'm gonna go with the father, even though the boy, the boy going back on the tormentors sounds more like a legend, but it's more plausible that the father did it. Richie agrees he's the origin of the legend to take revenge of his dead child. Right. However, it was William Green who had the disfigurement. Half his face was disfigured, so he would technically be the boy without a face, or the man without a face. The murderer's mask is definitely the one from the legend. What do the ravens mean? I mean, we definitely think the mask is from the legend. The murderer undoubtedly wants to be connected to the legend. This is true. He wore it during the attack on Jessy and threatening phone calls. I think he definitely wants to be tied to the legend. I mean, he's painting the raven. He's wearing the mask. I think that all connects. So what does the current kidnapper murderer have in connection with those from the legend? They have to be some type of relation there. Maybe a family relation. Maybe that was like an uncle or a grandfather or a father that he's reliving it for. Why this legend of all things? I think he wants his crimes to be attributed to a monster. The only reason is that he wants to confuse us. He's expressing that he had a reason for everything. Maybe it's that he's expressing that he had a reason for everything. You know, going back to what happened to maybe him or his family. That's his reason for doing it. And maybe Hannah deserved it. I mean, did Hannah do something? Why was she targeted? Is it something that maybe, now that we know Jake is Hannah's half brother, is it something that Jake did and now the person's getting back at Jake through his family? I don't know yet. I kind of wanted to click on Hannah deserved it just to see what the reaction was, but I feel like that I wasn't sure about that. The raven is a bearer of bad news for many in Duskwood. Maybe that's just how it's always been. And William's father chose the raven as a symbol because it was already connected to misery in people's heads. I mean, there was also a bunch of raven feathers all around where his son's body wasn't. Yeah, the raven's feathers in the forest. In Norse mythology, two ravens were Odin's scouts. Just thought I'd mention it. We're not talking about Norse mythology, Richie. We're talking about Duskwood Legend. Thanks, Richie. That's not what we're talking about. Well, I think it's time for a small but entertaining break. Richie trying to get away from it, not really answering or participating too much in that conversation. Now he's trying to get away from it. Is Richie up to something? I know a lot of the comments are starting to suspect Richie again. We don't have time for a break, Richie. Get yourself in the game. You just have to take breaks. They're important. That sounds suspicious, Richie. Especially when they're about something as fantastic as what I'm about to do with you. Something we haven't done in a long time, but which we all undoubtedly love. Looks like Jessy's in on it. Get your color pencils ready, because it's time for a round of Doodle Friends. You're kidding. Are we getting ready to play Doodle Friends? I'm just gonna do the yay with the heart because it looks like we're gonna be playing it regardless. But why all of a sudden Richie's just talking about Doodle Friends and taking a break? What does have anything to do with the storyline or any part of what we were just talking about? Okay, I'll invite you all. In the meantime, I'll explain the rules to tongue-tied. Hey, let's play. Right then. The drawer must try to depict the given word on the big board up there as good as possible. Everyone else has to guess as quickly as they can. Dan's on. Okay, Dan's going to play with us. I don't understand why we're doing this. This has nothing to do with the story. So just shout out your answer or your suggestions tongue-tied. Cleo's online. You can't see the words your fellow players guessed, only if they were right or wrong. Get it tongue-tied? Yep, let's do it. And of course, I'm the first to draw. Can we begin then? Let's go. Start. Oh god, that scared me. That was loud, it scared me. Nice drawing, babe. That was terrible. I ain't gonna say that to Jessy. I mean, you didn't like Jessy's drawing? Richie was the only one that got it. He's just mad he ain't compliment her first or second. Thanks for playing, guys. It was really fun. I had fun too, I guess. Let's get back to the story. Let's get back to what's going on in Duskwood. Why are we playing a stupid game like this? Right, it wasn't a welcome diversion. It was completely unnecessary. And there you have it. Not much of this part went to anything in the storyline. It was like a diversion for some reason. Not sure what it had to do with Duskwood, but that's it. As you can see here, again, it looks like we're getting close to the end. It looks like I might only have one more video. Looks like the next video might be episode 6 finale. Again, if you're enjoying this series, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell. Find me on Instagram at Tongue-Tied Games. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. Goodbye.